Shoot Me Straight's a really cool song from the brothers Osborne. It was written by the two brothers, John and TJ, along with co-writer Lee Thomas Miller. The song is in drop D, and we're going to do the full version, not the radio edit, the shorter one, to catch all the cool solo stuff that John is doing at the end of the song. There's a lot to go over. We're going to do the full jam along where you'll be able to loop it, slow it down, isolate tracks, isolate just the guitar or with the click if you want. And then we'll go over everything note by note like we always do, all the way through the end of the song. There's not really much of an acoustic part on that recording, but I did make one up. A lot of it's just mimicking what the electric guitar is doing, but it'd be good if you're trying to do a solo acoustic and vocal version or strum along with the band. Give me that move, let me down, see you smile. Don't act like I couldn't see you coming from 100 miles. Don't try to find a perfect words, can't take the pain now. Hit me hard, hold it on, like this shot is gay. Shoot me straight. Don't give me that soft shit, give me that comeback chaser this time. Don't muddle it up, don't water it down. Give me everything you got right here, right now. And make it burn. This is really kind of a bonus tutorial on a way that we can play this song on acoustic guitar. There's not much, if any, of an acoustic guitar part on that recording. And I'm going to start by giving you permission to make it really whatever you need it to be. We can mimic the electric guitar part for a lot of the song, so if you wanted to, you could learn a lot of these parts, and I'll explain that more when we get there, but you can learn a lot of these parts by watching that lead lesson and looking at the tabs. All right, a lot of this is tabbed out already. You could play the and you play it exactly the same way. So if you want to learn that part and play it on the acoustic, that'd be a nice thing to do if you're doing a solo acoustic version. Start with that riff and then launch into what we're going to teach for the verses. So if you want to learn that, look at the tabs beneath the video player under the sheet music section. And then also you can watch the lead lesson at sixstringcountry.com and learn how to play that. You play exactly the same way on the acoustic as you do the electric. Same with these riffs. Those are really electric guitar riffs, but if you're doing that on acoustic, especially if you had two acoustics, or maybe you were playing this in a band and you wanted to kind of mimic what the electric guitar was doing, it would sound cool to have both the acoustic and the electric guitar playing the same thing on that. So anyway, we can combine some of those lead things in with some of these other more solo acoustic tricks that we're going to talk about for singing and playing this at the same time. So if you wanted to do that intro riff, you could. When we start the singing though, or if you're playing in a band, you could just sit out for that. I would recommend sitting out and letting the electric guitar do that. But then when we're singing, we can just get on this chord, open, open, open. We're in drop D, so this low E string is dropped one full step to a D note. So we have open, 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 second fret of G, third fret of B. And then I'm just going to be palm muting with my right hand, which is the flesh of my right hand, being on top of the strings nice and light. And we're just going to do downstrokes. Don't give me that look, that let me down easy smile. All right, this is just downstrokes. And we can do this through the whole verse until we get to the end. When we get to the chorus, we're just going to play exactly what the electric guitar does, but we're going to make it a little more rhythmic just for fun. but you can look at the tabs if that's helpful for the electric guitar too here, and it's just going to look like this. So we're on the same chord. We're going to break the lead guitar tutorials up into several different lessons. In this one, we're going to go over everything up until the outro solos start. All right, so we're going to start with this first intro riff. This is all tabbed out right beneath the video player at sixstringcountry.com, and this is one where you're going to want to pull up the tabs. It will help a lot. There's just a lot of stuff we're going to be going over, and for the section where we're getting our fingers on everything, looking at the tabs will help. For tone, you just got to use your ears a little bit here. I just start with a pretty basic country tone, bridge pickup, nice and trebly, some compression, and a little bit of gain. Something like that. And if you have a phaser, you could throw a little bit of a phaser on this intro part. And as the song progresses, there's different sections where we're going to want to kick on more and less overdrive. Like the soloing at the end, we're going to want plenty of gain there, but for this first section, we just need a little bit. All right, let's get our fingers on this riff. So let me demonstrate it one more time. All right, then that repeats. So what we've got going in here is drop D. So you can play D chord. It's standard tuning, but this low string, formerly E string, is down tuned a whole step. All right, so it matches the D note an octave lower, the D string an octave lower. All right, then we're doing, get your fingers first like this, all right? Open, open, open. First finger here on the left hand goes on the 2nd fret of G, and your ring finger goes on the 3rd fret of B. And then we're gonna do open, low, D string, hammer on to 3rd fret, open A, open D, 2nd fret of G, 3rd fret of D, pull it off to open, open A, and then 3 to 5 on A,